Welcome, welcome, and thank you for joining me today. I am Dina, and this is Discussions with Dina. I want to invite you to join in this discussion by subscribing and leaving your comment below. Send me a friend request on Facebook at Discussions with Dina and tweet and follow me on Twitter. Today, I wanted to discuss a video that I saw on another YouTuber's page. The video of which I speak of showed an African store owner removing white dolls from the store shelf. He was piling them up into the middle of the floor, and he spoke about the effect that it has on young black girls when you parents, grandparents, or anyone else who go and purchase a little white doll and give it to your little black child. I think his name was Dakulu Mafingani, and this guy was in South Africa. It was his shopping market, I'm told. But I have always believed that when we do this, you're doing a disservice to your black children, and you are participating in continuing the myth of white supremacy. You are telling them, in essence, that you should love and cherish an image that does not resemble them in any way. Now, the store owner deserves an award and a hearty pat on the back for this huge step in his awakening, and it should be a wake-up for most of us in the black community. This is a 95%, about 95% black country with blonde hair, blue-eyed, white-skinned dolls that have no melanin. This is wrong and this is unnatural. And I actually saw a headline on the web that said, "Racist removes white dolls from stores." This man is not a racist. He is not a racist at all. It is not racist to love yourself and your people. That doesn't mean you have to hate any other group, but black people, we have never taken the time to truly love and embrace all of the things that make us who we really are. And I invite you to love yourself as you are, flaws and all. I can even recall hearing people on the internet, black people in general, that are constantly talking about fat black women or overweight black women. It seems that we are constantly trying to find a way to make ourselves feel good about ourselves. In order to feel good about ourselves, we think we have to put down someone else. This is not necessary. Of course, there are women that are overweight. And I don't care what your size is, you are still beautiful. Don't let these people who find fault in themselves, because that's what it is, and they want to use that spirit to try to take it out on you or make you think that you are less than them because they found an imperfection in you physically when the imperfection is inside of them and they can't see it. It is not our duty to try to make ourselves seem better than our brother or our sister. We should want for them what we want for ourselves. And that means if you find a female or anyone that you think is overweight, that is no excuse to abuse them or call them names because you think that you may weigh less, that somehow you are better. Let me be the first to tell you that you are not. We should always be striving to be in the best of health. That's physically, mentally, and spiritually. And no, there are some evil, nasty, wicked beasts that come in what you perceive to be the perfect little package. They may not be overweight, but they are flawed nonetheless. And do not allow these self-righteous people to hinder you from your self-love. Keep striving to become what you want to be. Hold your head high, and as my baby sister would say, keep doing the damn thing. This is a culture of mentally ill individuals who are more confused than ever before. They seek to destroy your acceptance of yourself and delight in making others feel that they are beneath them, when truly it is just the opposite way. They will encourage you to conform to their foolishness and wicked standards of beauty and their deceptive behavior that leaves them morally bankrupt. Stop trying to make yourself into other nation of people ideas of beauty. You are beautiful and worthy of praise just as you are. Now, they called this man a racist. They didn't call the ones who placed these white dolls in black stores, in black neighborhoods and black communities, and have been doing this for years. They don't call them racist. These people who told you that Jesus is a white Caucasian man, they're not called racist. The ones who make certain that a white woman, man or child, is constantly in advertisements made for you, but don't represent you in the advertisement on your television programs, in your commercials, and in all advertisement, they're not racist. Every group or people can love their own and gladly reproduce their kind, except you, black people. You will hate the sight of your own natural hair, your beautiful big lips, and your broad nose, or whatever makes you black. And we are quick. We are quick to insult one another because of these very features. Y'all can remember, I'm sure, these words. And I'm sure some of you heard this. Your black self, your nappy head, your big nose self, and your big old booty. No other group of people does this foolishness besides us. Other groups of people who have unique features consider it an honor and a privilege to have features that define them as a group and sets them apart from any other people. Not us. We want Caucasoid features, and that is not natural to us. I have preached this ever since I could remember, and I stand firmly with this issue. Black folks, stop buying your babies white dolls. You confuse and kill their sense of self-love, self-beauty, and self-acceptance. It matters. It matters very much in this white supremacist culture what you expose your children to. You wonder why we have beautiful little black girls hating their lips, their nose, and their beautiful dark skin. And they're bleaching, covering up their natural hair with similar hair as the European. You already know the answer to why they are doing this. And this is and continues to be a big part of the problem. Many of us wonder why black men seeking out these white women, honoring them, seemingly cherishing them, and some little 8-year-old black boy saying things like, I can't wait to get me a white girlfriend when I grow up. It's because of the kind of propaganda that has been placed in front of them all of their life, beginning at birth. Most black men will never admit that this is the true reason why they love this unnatural woman so much. And yes, I said she's unnatural because black men, the black woman, is your natural partner. Now, I want to say, you don't have to agree with me. That's your prerogative. But it's not because she is prettier. The Caucasian woman is not smarter. She is not any of the things black people use to rationalize or justify their choosing a mate that does not look like they do. Black people are very quick to choose non-black mates. It's not them. It's you. It's you, black man. It's you, black woman. It's that you don't know yourself and do not accept yourself or your own people. You will never find another group of people more deaf, dumb, and self-hating than the black race. But there's hope, and no, it is not your fault completely. It is neither a coincidence, nor is it that you just found yourself in love with him or her. And I am referring to non-black people. I don't buy that excuse. And yes, this is my opinion, and my opinion alone. You were purposely made this way by your oppressors. And now you are on autopilot. It is now deep in your subconscious, and only understanding and accepting this fact can change the narrative. White supremacy has done exactly what it was designed and intended to do, to take you away from the love of yourself and your kind and to replace that with a love and worship for them. What you think about white, when you see white, you think it is pure and good. And I want to tell you again, as Malcolm X said, you've been fooled, tricked, bamboozled, and led astray. I gotta let you know, though, today you know better. So I encourage you to do better. It becomes your own fault today if you choose to continue the white supremacy propaganda. Because now, like never before, you have been made aware of this. Our oppressors can say now, this is what they can say to you. I simply put it out there, and they chose it. Only you are a victim, if you want to be, of self-hate. It's plain and simple. And you are now rebellious. I understand that, and truth is not always welcome. But I want you to know this is being reflected in our youth, and we have control of this. We can stop this. I understand if any person have children that are not completely black and they want dolls that look like them. I don't have a problem with that. I am speaking to my melanated family. I cannot stand when I hear a black person say, yeah, I buy my baby white dolls because it doesn't matter what color it is. It does matter. That is foolishness and it's ignorance. If it did not matter, then they were all white dolls. If it didn't matter, there wouldn't be white dolls. There would be various shades of dolls because there are various hues of human beings on this earth. Now, recently, they have made black dolls in abundance. Before, there were very few, and they were very costly. But they're not anymore. You know, as a child, I couldn't bring myself to play with a white doll. I just couldn't. And when I became a parent, I wouldn't purchase a white doll for my baby. It's just something that I wouldn't do because it seemed so unnatural and it was wrong. My baby sister followed my lead so much till one day her daughter was at the house and one of her cousins came over with a white doll and she just stopped and stared. She was frozen. And when she was asked what's wrong, he said, "What's wrong, Jennifer?" She told her mom, she said, "Mommy, something is wrong with her baby." She knew it was unnatural to see this very dark-skinned child with a blonde-haired, blue-eyed doll that looked nothing like her. So we have no excuses today for not changing the self-hate propaganda that is thrust upon us. You have the control, and you have to make a conscious decision to change your behavior so that future generations can love and accept themselves as they are. Reality and perception are two things that go hand in hand. And we have to change these children's perception of themselves. We have to give them a thorough understanding they are beautiful as they are. I invite you to wake up and find yourself teaching and preparing the next generation of original people, of black people, to love themselves. have respect for themselves. And most of all, we got to teach our young babies to accept their own and just be themselves, their beautifully melanated black self. Now, I want to thank you for listening, and I encourage you to subscribe and leave me a comment on what you think about this topic. Like, share, and follow me on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at Discussions with Dina and or Dina Discussions. Thank you for listening, and I will see you next time on Discussions with Dina.